בהר קודשך. הולך תמים ופועל צדק, ודובר אמת בלבבו. לא רגל על לשונו, לא עשה לרעהו רעה, בחרפה. לא נשא על קרבו. נבצע בעיניו נמאס, ואת יראי אדוני יכבד. נשבע להרע ולא ימור. כספו לא נתן בנשך, ושוחד לא נקי, לא לקח. עושה אלה לא ימות לעולם.
The Song of David, O Lord, who will sojourn in your tent? Who will dwell upon your holy mount? He who walks uprightly and works righteousness, and speaks truth in his heart. He did not slander with his tongue, he did his neighbor no harm, neither did he take reproach upon his kinsman. A base person is despised in his eyes, and he honors the God-fearing. He swears to his own hurt and does not retract. He did not give his money with interest, nor did he accept a bribe against the innocent. He who does these shall not falter forever.
אבינו שבשמיים, צור ישראל וגואלו, ברך את מדינת ישראל. ראשית צמיחת גאולתנו, הגן עליה בעברת חסדך, ופרוס עליה סוכת שלומך. ושלח אורך ועמיתך לראשיה, שריה ויועציה, לתקנם בעצה טובה מלפניך. ואת אחינו בכל בית ישראל בכל נע, בכל ארצות פזוריהם, ותוליכם מהרה קוממיות בציון עיריך, ולירושלים משכן שמך.
Avinu Shabashamayim, uphold and bless the United States of America. Imbue brotherly love among all who dwell within our land. Bless the constituted officers of the government and the members of its armed forces. Set in their hearts the spirit of wisdom and understanding to uphold peace and freedom.
מי שברך אבותינו, אברהם, יצחק ויעקב, הוא יברך את חיילי צבא ההגנה לישראל, העומדים על משמר ארצנו וערם אלוקינו, מגבול הלבנון ועד מדבר מצרים, ומן הים הגדול עד לבוא ערבה, ביבשה, באוויר ובים. ייתן עמוני את אויבינו הקמים עלינו נגפים לפניהם, הקדוש ברוך הוא ישמור ויציל את חיילינו מכל צרה וצוקה מכל נגע, ומחלה וישח ברכה והצלחה בכל מעשה ידיהם. ידבר שונאינו תחתיהם, ויעטרם בכתר ישועה ובעטרת ניצחון. ויקוים בהם הכתוב, כי עמוני אלוקיכם ההולך עמכם, להילחם לכם עם אויביכם, להושיעתכם ולומר אמן.
He who blessed our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, may he bless the fighters of the Israel Defense Force who stand guard over our land and the cities of our God, from the border of the Lebanon to the desert of Egypt, and from the great sea onto the approach of the Arabah, on the land, in the air, and on the sea. May Hashem cause the enemies who rise up against us to be struck down before them. May the Holy One, blessed is He, preserve and rescue our fighting men from every trouble and distress and from every plague and illness. And may He send blessing and success in their every endeavor.
Almighty God on high, look down from your sanctified abode and bless the valiant soldiers of the American military forces who risk their lives to protect the welfare of all your creation. Protect them on land, in the air, and in the sea, and destroy their adversaries. Guide them in peace, lead them toward peace, and return them speedily to their families alive and unharmed. Grant us true peace in fulfillment of the prophecy. Nation shall not lift up sword against another nation, nor shall they learn war any more. May this be your will. Amen.
I'm now privileged to introduce our Rosh Yeshiva, our head of school, Rabbi Dr. Raymond Harari.
Thank you. Good morning. Boker Tov. Morim, Talmidim, Vehorim Yikarim. אחד מערכי היסוד של ישיבתנו ושל התורה עצמה הוא יראת אלוהים. מהי יראת אלוהים? איך רוכשים מידה זו? בסוף פרשת בהר, פרשת השבוע, התורה מזכירה יראת אלוהים בחלק שמתחיל עם וכי ימוך אחיך עמך. אם אחיך, אחד מבני ישראל, מאבד את כספו והוא הולך והופך להיות עני, יש מצווה לעזור לו. והחזקת בו, אומרת התורה. והתורה מצווה לא לגבות ממנו ריבית, והיא מוסיפה, ויראת מאלוהיך וכאחיך עמך. יראת אלוהים, אם כן, מתבטאת כאן בזה שמרגישים את הצער של העני ומתחשבים במצב שלו. אדם שהוא ירא אלוהים יודע שעליו לא רק לשפר את המצב הרוחני האישי שלו, אבל גם לעזור ולשפר את החיים של האחרים. וכך מקיימים את מצוות יראת אלוהים. Today, this morning, we celebrate the achievements of so many of our students who have excelled in their service to our school and to the community at large. This service is born of a deep sense of responsibility towards others, a drive to lead positively and constructively by example, a passion to see beyond the individual to the greatness of a team, to understand that the needs of others weigh heavily on us as human beings and as Jews. The students honored this morning have understood and they have modeled the ideal of sherut, of service, so important in the framework of the values of our school, of our yeshiva. No doubt they have learned these values from their parents and from their grandparents and at home. But they have also learned from their teachers who serve as classroom educators at the same time that they are mentors for life's successes and for life's values. Mrs. Miriam Wialgas, chair of the Jewish History Department, is just one of our inspiring teachers. Several weeks ago, after months of deliberation and preparation, Mrs. Wialgas donated one of her kidneys to a complete stranger. I call your attention to the screen for a brief video.
Hi, my name is Miriam Wialgas, and I am so excited because I'm about to donate a kidney. And I wanted to say thank you to Renewal for enabling me to do this amazing mitzvah. And it's just so excited, and it's a great opportunity to help somebody else. And I can't wait. And I wish luck to my recipient. Hope to meet her. And thank you so much, Renewal. Thank you to my husband, who's been so supportive. And that's it.
Anonymously and without great fanfare, she did something that many of us think about, but few of us do. In this and in so many ways, she has taught us about service, compassion, and chesed. We congratulate you, the parents, the grandparents, for partnering with us to convey to your children, to our students, the critical message of sherut, of service to the community, to the school. We are honored to share this responsibility with you. Mazal tov, mabruk.
Thank you, Rabbi Harari. Now I'd like to call upon Mr. Avery Hidary to address us as representative of the lay leadership of the yeshiva. Mr. Hidary is not only the current president of the yeshiva of Flatbush, he is also a graduate of the high school. He once sat on the stage as an Archon alum, and he is also a parent of an Archon recipient today. Thank you, Mr. Hidary.
Thank you, Esther Hidary. Congratulations, Esther Hidary. I'm very proud to be here this morning. This past year, the Board of Trustees formed a subcommittee. Together with our principals, we decided that it was time to write up a formal mission statement for our yeshiva. And a mission statement contains a lot of things. It contains what the yeshiva stands for, what it is we want our graduates to look like, and how we get there. So we sent out surveys to our parent body, our students, our teachers, we ran focus groups, and we got back very consistent responses. We want our graduates to have a love of Torah Mitzvot, a love of Eretz Yisrael, to have a constant thirst for growth and knowledge, to always strive for excellence. Excellence in everything, academically, professionally, and to go out and be an Or LaGoyim, to make the world a better place. And there was one thing, though, that we heard over and over again from everybody that I think is very unique to our yeshiva. And that's that we want our students to be all of these things, but to also be leaders. So what makes a leader? To me, a leader is confident, a leader is independent, a leader is a risk taker. A leader is somebody that doesn't do things because it's easy, because everybody's doing it, but they do it because people aren't doing it but should be doing it, even though it's hard. And that's what we're celebrating here this morning. The students here, they have so much to do. The workload is tremendous, they're so busy. But the students on this stage made sure to make time, to try something different, to be a leader leader of a club, captain of a team, to do extracurriculars, to run chesed activities, and they give us the nachat to know that the Yeshiva of Flatbush is fulfilling its mission. So thank you, congratulations to all the students.
Thank you, Mr. Hidary. As you've heard from Rabbi Harari and from Mr. Hidary, one of the most unique aspects of the Flatbush experience is the way our students commit themselves to experiences that reach far beyond the confines of the classroom. Our students juggle a lot, and yet they always find time to give of themselves, to share their passions and interests, to participate in those chesed activities, and in so many extracurricular activities. It is literally impossible for me to list all the things that our students do. I can't even list all the things that have happened in this building in the last few days. But I want everyone here to know that right now, sitting in this audience and amongst our students and on this stage, there are artists, there are engineers, there are scholars, athletes, politicians, readers, thinkers, and leaders. Every day, when we come into this building, we are amazed at what our students can accomplish. The mission of our yeshiva is to teach our students that they can and will change this world, that they can and will positively impact their friends, their school, the communities. We believe this is the mission that was given to us by the Torah, that part of our Jewish identity is that we give back, that we share what we are gifted with others. Today we are recognized as the students who have already accomplished so much in their 4 years. We are very proud of them, but we know that every single one of our students is equally capable. As a matter of fact, I'm not sure if this is going to work. Do you guys have that slide? I'm not sure if the students know, but on the screen in front of you are the names of students from every class. I don't think they knew we were going to be talking about them today. These students, all of the students in our school, complete 30 hours of community service under the leadership of Ms. Zovaggio, the wonderful Ms. Zovaggio. These students have already completed far more than 30 hours of community service. They do it because they love it, they do it because they care. One of them has even completed 80 hours already this year. A round of applause for their accomplishment. Overall, what I'm trying to express to you is that what we find out daily here is that every one of our students has the ability, talent, and time to make a difference. We know that this foundation goes with our students into college and into life. It changes them, it transforms them, and it transforms the world around them, and we're very proud of them. The accomplishments of our students, as you've heard about one of our teachers, Miriam Rialkis, it's really only matched by the dedication and service of our faculty and staff. They give endlessly of themselves to teach all of our students, and they participate in organizing all of our extracurriculars, the clubs, their advisors, their mentors. So a very big round of applause and thank you to our faculty for all their time. On that note, I'm going to call one of our faculty members up, Mrs. Sarah Marcus. Ms. Marcus is the advisor to our SGO, and she's going to be joined on stage now by our current student government officers, President Adina Cohen, Vice President Jack R. Dweck, Secretary Michael Chatter, and Treasurer Esther Hidary. They are going to be inaugurating our new officers for the 2019-2020 school year, and I would like to call them up as well. Shlomi Katash, Isaac Sutton, Arlene Jamel, Grace Medev, and Vivian Cohen.
Thank you. Choices. Yes, that's the name of one of our school's many commissions, but it's also the very core of why these people are standing here today. A variety of internet sources estimate that the average person makes 35,000 choices every day. 35,000. That may sound crazy, but another research study in Cornell University estimates we make 250 choices every day only about food. And in Flatbush, that's probably longer or more. Every choice we make shifts our pathway ever so slightly in one direction or another, towards one goal or away from it. We guide ourselves towards our destinies with each minute decision we make. Our choices are driven by a plethora of emotional, social, and physical variables. The young men and women on stage behind me have made some monumental choices so far. They have decided to give of their time, their social lives, and sometimes even their sanity for causes and commissions and clubs greater than themselves. Why? Why would they stay after school past 5:30, past 8:30? Why are they here Sunday morning making minyanim or going to practice? Why are they getting together with teachers on Shabbat, Sukkot, or on a random Tuesday evening to bake challah, cook for a cause? When I ask students that question, I'm met with a shrug. It's no big deal, Miss Marcus. I really love doing it. It's not a choice that seems so monumental to them. That's Flatbush. The causes we support, the chesed they do, the passions they are pursuing, it just seems to make sense to them. And it's an inspiration to me. The choices they have made got them on the stage, but it has done so much more than that. And it made these students exceptional human beings, extraordinary leaders, and inspirations both to me and to the other students sitting here today. 5 students I've had the pleasure of really working with have exemplified this. Don't worry, Miss Marcus, I love doing it. It's no big deal. It's not hard work. But it is. It is very hard work. It is exhausting work. And I know I don't always make it easy. But these kids have put everything they had into making this school a better place, giving students voice, creating programming that's meaningful and fun. So Adina, Esther, Michael, Jack, and Serena, I am forever indebted to you. You work hard. I have the 3 a.m. WhatsApps to prove it. And you care deeply about making the school a better place. You've inspired me to be a better person. You have shown the school what it means to be a student leader. You had fun, and you've done it all with grace, character, and humility that is nothing short of amazing. Additionally, I owe an incredible hakarat tov to the administration, Rabbi Harari, Ms. Hidary, Ms. Bacon, and of course Rabbi Beda and Mr. Galpert, whose support and advice to me and to this SGO has made this year one of the most incredible ones in the school. You have 4 years in Flatbush. For almost all of you, it's not even 4 anymore. It's 3, or it's 2, or next year is your last. So, I'll leave you with this. Things aren't always going to be fair in the real world. That's just the way it is. But for the most part, you get what you give. The rest of your life is being shaped right now with the dreams that you chase and the choices that you make and the person that you decide to be. The rest of your life is a long time, but it starts right now. So as you make these little choices every single day, think about where you want to go. What is your journey? What will you leave behind? I can't wait to see what you all can do. Thank you.
Honored rabbis, teachers, parents, and students. Flashback to 9th grade. Leaving the comfortable surroundings of your elementary school and walking into freshman year of a new school environment gives you almost a sense of feeling lost. There are older and unfamiliar faces all around you and new students within your grade that you have never met. You stick only with your close friends from elementary school. I think what I have just described is something most of us experience. Walking into this building on your first day, not knowing what to expect, is scary and intimidating. But every day when we walk in through the front doors of this school, our school, everyone has an equal chance for opportunities, an equal chance to make a difference, and an equal chance to make new lifetime friends. My message will be clear. Grab these opportunities and run. Hi everyone, my name is Adina Cohen and I was that freshman, just like most of you. Now I'm a proud graduating senior of the Yeshiva of Flatbush High School, and I'm so honored to be standing in front of all of you today. During this induction, you will see and have seen what all the seniors have accomplished over their 4 years in high school. It seems easy, but it takes a lot of dedication and hard work. It takes persistence and the ability to push yourself, sometimes beyond your comfort, to a point you thought you couldn't surpass. Like our color war themes, in the beginning, high school is tough. You have to persist and find your place in a large school. Once you're used to your environment, you're able to discover yourself and see what you want to be involved in and what makes you happy. As the journey goes on and it comes to the end of your 4 years, you're able to leave your legacy behind for others to use as an inspiration to get involved. As a starting point, my advice would be to try and identify the role model that you look up to. Personally, I look up to my parents. They've taught me that if you want something bad enough, you must devise a plan to chase it and catch it. I wanted to maintain very high grades. I wanted to get involved with dance team and win. I wanted to be SGO president. But unfortunately, you can't just snap your fingers and get what you want. You have to pursue it with logically achievable goals and an unabashed persistence. It's not always easy to balance a large workload and strong extracurricular passions. But if you really want it, it could be yours for the taking. No one is doing all of your homework. No one is trying out for you. No one is taking responsibility for your extracurriculars. No one but you. I guess what I'm really trying to say is find what you love and go for it, even and especially when it's tough. Work for it, because if you dream it, you can certainly achieve it, and it's worth it. This incredible yeshiva gives us all the ability to dream and to achieve. Jack, Esther, Michael, and Serena, you all believed in our shared vision for the school. You had the confidence and the passion to create a legacy for SGO 2019. As a matter of fact, everyone here helped to make Color War and other SGO events an unimaginable success. You all have shown me and yourselves the power of the unique individual in all of us. In each grade, with 150 plus students, many of you stepped up and displayed the strength, courage, and discipline that you possess. Together, you allowed us to witness everyone's collective and unique abilities, proving everyone has it in them to make a success. Before I end, I'd like to give a special thanks to Mrs. Marcus. Her dedication to the student body and her hard work behind the scenes is something I wish you all had the privilege to see. Additionally, without all of you, nothing would have been possible. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts for being so amazing and making our work so worth it. I trust all of you to make this school even more amazing than it already is. I am so happy to give over the SGO binder to what I know will be an amazing SGO. Shlomi, Isaac, Arlene, Grace, and Vivian, the SGO of 2019. Can't wait to hear of all of your successes. We are rooting for you and we wish you the best of luck.
That's the magic binder, okay? Be careful. Thank you so much, Adina, for the SGO 2019, and we look forward to SGO 2020. Today, I also want to acknowledge the best team in Flatbush Athletics this year, our girls' dance team. And our boys' tennis team. And the boys' tennis team are in the finals. We're rooting for them. I also would like to congratulate our sports persons of the year, Avi Susan and Kayla Motovich. Congratulations. At this time, I'd like to call upon our principal, Rabbi Joseph Beda, to present a very special award to one of our students.
morning, everyone. I want to congratulate all the parents who are here. If you are here, that means that your children were not only here during school hours, but lots of times after school hours. So we really appreciate your sharing of them and allowing them to contribute to make our school the great school that it is. It's my privilege this morning to award the Donna Becker Memorial Tutoring Award. Donna Becker was a very special person who worked nominally as a secretary in our office, but she really took each of our children, and especially the ones that needed the extra help with academic services, to heart. And she spent many hours each day, each week, making sure that no student was left behind before that was a common phrase. And this award was established in memory of her, in her memory, in order to award a particular student each year who exemplifies that spirit. When I spoke with the staff of our peer tutoring staff who oversees the program, I said, "Who's the person?" And usually it's a question back and forth. And this year it was no question. They said not only was one student the most sought out tutor, the tutor who gave the most time, the tutor who gave the most effort, this student, beyond doing all of that, also took upon herself to do extra tutoring beyond what anyone could recognize for students that were not part of our school. And therefore we wanted to award the Donna Becker Memorial Award to Ms. Terry Franco. I'm going to read the award to you as Terry Franco. As a peer tutor, you have provided service above and beyond the expected, giving of your time and knowledge in a spirit of true chesed. You have been a caring and supportive friend, helping fellow students to succeed in specific subjects and assignments and to master the challenges of high school study. Donna Becker extended her friendship to our students and took a personal interest in their lives. Your commitment is a heartwarming affirmation of those qualities. Al shlosha dvarim ha'olam omed, al haTorah, ve'al ha'avodah, ve'al gemilut chasadim. Thank you, Terry, for all you do.
Congratulations. Rabbi David Galpert, Assistant Administrator and Coordinator of our entire building. Rabbi Galpert, if you want to join me here, right? We'll now address the students.
I have the privilege of working with the seniors, starting back last year with junior picnic and moving on to next week's senior trip. Throughout the whole year, we work on a lot of programs, experiences, and I really have the opportunity to see them develop their passions, their interests, and talents. And I look forward to working with next year's group of seniors in a different manner. But I also have the opportunity to work on a lot of different programs and activities and events that take place in the school. And as you might know, a lot of times it gets difficult. There's a lot of things that need to be done. But there are some students who take that extra level to make sure that all the events and all the activities go smoothly. And there are certain students who don't just go above and beyond. They take that rocket ship and launch it themselves. And on a personal note, as well as representing the yeshiva, I am assured that when there's one particular student on the case, that event, that program, that activity will run smoothly. So it's really my honor to recognize this special student with a special recognition award for his outstanding effort. And this award goes to Jacob Khalili. To Jacob Khalili for outstanding effort and achievement in audiovisual activities. Your technical expertise, total commitment, and your exemplary cooperation in their efforts were manifest at every major school event and performance. Your work is a consummate example of sincere dedication, school service, and peer leadership. Archon exercises.
Congratulations, Jacob. We would not have made it without you. The yearbook dedication is included at Archon because we want everybody to witness this accomplishment. Ms. Sarah Bacon, our associate principal, will introduce the yearbook editors and make the dedication.
Like everybody else here, I congratulate all of you students and parents for having brought up children who understand the importance of doing for others and giving back. When you come to the school, you see words on the printed materials, coming up on our screen. It says explore, learn, grow, get involved. I would say that I would actually reverse the grow and get involved. The students who get involved grow in ways that they can't even imagine what they could accomplish. And I just want to tell you that I am in awe of all of the time that you spend. It's amazing. And I want to tell the rest of the students in the audience that this is something that each of you could accomplish. It is something that you could do whether you get awards for it or not. You can get involved and grow. Grow as a human being, and grow as a Jew, and grow as a Yeshiva Flatbush student, and eventually go out in the world and make that difference with everything that you've learned here. I want to call on Batcha Carey, our editor-in-chief of the yearbook, and she's going to make a special announcement of our dedication for the yearbook.
Before I begin, I would like to thank Ms. Bacon, Ms. Lamb, and all my fellow editors for helping make our yearbook possible. A superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. This quote by Confucius perfectly embodies the extraordinary person in our Flatbush family we are dedicating our yearbook to this year. We can all agree that our school would fall apart without our beloved Rabbi David Galper. Mr. Galper is constantly working his magic behind the scenes, whether he's busy with senior council, organizing the blood drive, collecting money for APs, preparing for test admission, or making the switches during finals. It is unclear how he gets all these tasks done in a single 24-hour day. He wears so many hats as our event coordinator, contractor for the new building, and Tanakh teacher. He's also a go-to for so many of us who know we could rely on him. He is truly a jack of all trades. What makes Mr. Galbert so special and distinguishes him from the other hardworking figures in our school is his sense of humility. You will never hear Mr. Galbert complain about his workload or boast about his accomplishments. With no fanfare and little credit, he somehow gets it all done. Plus, he's always there to chat with us and learn with those of us who want to. Mr. Galbert truly embodies the essence of our school through his emphasis on achdut, knowledge, and education that makes every student shine to their own greatest potential. We should all strive to be as well-rounded and resourceful, but at the same time modest as Mr. Galbert. Mr. Galbert, you're the backbone of our school, and we appreciate every minute of work that you do put in for us.
Rabbi Galpert, well deserved. We turn to you at every moment of every day and appreciate you so much. That's why we had to trick people you were going to Israel. I'd now like to turn your attentions to the monitors in front of you for a very special video. This compilation was put together by, surprise, surprise, Jacob Khalili. And it will give you a glimpse into the extracurricular activities that make the Yeshiva of Flatbush so spectacular and so unique. Right after the video, Robert Adler will be sharing the students' view on behalf of the Archon candidates.
מה יהיה עוד יום עד שנה, אבל אני מחייך לא דואג להמשך, כי יש לי אמונה. לפעמים מרגישים שהחיים כל כך קשים, מה יהיה עוד יום עד שנה, אבל אני מחייך לא דואג להמשך, כי יש לי אמונה.
Good morning, friends, parents, students, teachers, members of the administration. When I started here 4 years ago, I was a shy, introverted freshman who didn't know what to do with the over 200 opportunities the Yeshiva of Flatbush offered. I remember during my school interview, then Principal Rabbi Levy told me, if Flatbush doesn't have it, we will find a way to make it. We want all of our students to be happy here. Your success is our success. And so, it was with that attitude that I triumphantly entered the double doors to my new home away from home. And then I returned back to planet Earth. I discovered that at the time, most extracurricular and Seomad opportunities were reserved only for sophomores, juniors, and seniors. Now, never being one to take no for an answer, I walked into Rabbi Levy's office and reminded him of his promise to me, and that I wanted to try out for Model UN. And so I tried out, and didn't make it past first cut. Now, did that deter me, you ask? Of course not. I found other opportunities. I joined Model Congress and College Bowl and Orchestra, and got to be a part of our state champion College Bowl team. First time in Flatbush history. And brought home the winning gavel in Model Congress. So, shy 9th grade freshman me had a little time on his hands, so additionally I decided to take 3 Seomads. Now, I have yet to experience a single lunch hour where I have had the opportunity to eat lunch in peace with my friends. Now, instead, as a friend dubbed it, I became Batman, never to be seen or found, always running from one production, one practice, one event, one Seomad to the next. And so the timid 14-year-old became a little less shy and a little less introverted. And then sophomore year began, and I tried out again for Model UN. Did I make it? Nope. But as many of you know, I live by the words of Winston Churchill. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. And so I carved out time to add debate and mock trial in addition to my already full schedule. Yet each time, someone came up to me and asked me if I was interested in joining one of their ventures, I'd immediately think to myself, I have absolutely not 1 minute of free time in my entire day to add any more of this. So of course I said yes. And then junior year arrives. You'd figure that I've already found everything that I could possibly do. Of course not. And that is how Masterpiece Theater began. For those of you that don't know, Masterpiece Theater is a program to give students the opportunity to experience culture and the arts in New York City firsthand. I can talk to at least 25 students, freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors alike, in this room, who 2 years ago would have never even thought of the possibility of classical music for fun, let alone opera. When I first began this program, there were many times that I did feel overwhelmed in the process. Starting your own commission takes a lot of effort, from budgeting to advertising to finding a program and mission. I already tried twice before to create this program, but failed due to a lack of interest. We just couldn't get it off the ground. But bearing in mind that Churchill saying, I did not give up. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. And with great support from the school, the program did succeed. I learned firsthand that if you have a passion, an idea that you believe that the school can benefit from, it can be done. There are many people in this room that I have to thank for making Masterpiece Theater the program that it is today. Ray Beta, Mrs. Hannon, Mrs. Mousecock, and all the amazing people that ensured that Masterpiece succeeded. It's a program that really made me appreciate how much this school gives us the opportunity to take the initiative and encourages us every step of the way. And so came senior year, and God, how time did fly. Well, I finally did make Model UN. And mock trial beat Stuyvesant. I can never forget for a lifetime the big grin on Mr. Rothport's face. I still can't believe we did it. And now, this chapter at Flatbush is coming to a close. And it's time for a new beginning. This is the beginning of the story of you. Your 4 years here are an adventure. It's a chance for you to hone your interests, foster a love for those things that inspire you. Enjoy experiencing new things, new possibilities. If you want to explore the realm of public speaking, talk to Mr. Katz or Mrs. Kaplitz or Mr. Rowland. If you find math integral to your life, speak to Mrs. Schulman or Dr. Walowski. If you want to expand your literary knowledge, speak to Miss Bloom or Mrs. Kurtz. Or, if you want to delve into the arts and music, talk to Mrs. Mouse and talk to the seniors. We're all here for you. You can talk to all of us. Get involved, stand out, and create those opportunities for yourselves. And you never know where that path may lead you. I want everyone to look around, because you're all in the presence of greatness. Each and every one of you is special and unique. You all have that spark within you. Ignite it, and let it shine in your journey of discovering who you are. To quote Churchill, which, as you're now aware, I tend to overdo, because baby, you're a firework. Come on, show them what you're worth. Make them go, oh, oh, oh. Shoot towards the sky, I. Oops, I think that was Katy Perry. Modern day warrior and poet in her own right. So I want to challenge you all. Seek out a commission. Sign up for a Zelma. Find something right for you in the daily updates. Ask your teachers, the seniors, ask your peers how you can get involved. And your mission, should you choose to accept it, starts from this moment on. Exemplify that Archon spirit, not only of service, but of legacy. My friends sitting behind me have left a mark on this school that cannot be quantified. They sit here today because they took initiative. They went with all their heart. And now, take that same spirit with you wherever you go. Continue to shine a light on others and create memories that will last a lifetime. And it's these bittersweet moments that make you reflect on all of the memories that we've shared together these past 4 years. And I just wanted to say how much I truly appreciate all of you for making the Flatbush experience fantastic 4 years. You've been rooting for me since day one, and have guided me to be the person that I am today. Thank you for a truly great experience, and so our adventure begins.
Thank you, Robert. That was very beautiful. Now, the highest Archon Service Award was established in honor of Rabbi Dr. David Eliach when he retired after serving as principal of the high school for over 40 years. Every Thursday, still, Rabbi Eliach spends his day in the library mentoring and learning with our rabbis and teachers. He remains committed to the vision and values of the yeshiva and is always available to the administration and faculty. Although he's not here today, he is going to address us through video. Thank you, Perla, for arranging, Perla Records. And then Rabbi Besser, Dean of Students, will follow with the Archon recognition.
Archon is an assembly to honor students who devote time to Chesed. Because Chesed is a deed that can be done at any place and at any time. When you walk on Avenue J and you see a woman carries a very heavy masa, you can go over and try to help this woman. If you find a student who is looking for an answer in math or in Gemara, you can at any time help him right there. In other words, Chesed can be done any place and at any time. Rabbi Hasidi once said, Katuv Eretz me'eretz titzmach, that the emet is growing on the floor. And the Rebbe asked the question, why is there so much shekel? And he answered, because people are lazy to bend down and pick it up. And the same thing, you can see it on Chesed. Chesed is everywhere. in the street, in the house, in the store, in school, in the hospital. And if you can bend down, you can do it. About a few years ago, I was in Florida, and I came there to Bet Knesset. It was a beautiful, beautiful Bet Knesset. And the rabbi told me a very interesting story. And the story was that one day, many years ago, he didn't have such a beautiful shul. And he used to wait outside near a little house to wait for a minyan. And one day, an old man came over and he asked him, "Are you Jewish?" And he said, "Yes." So he said to him, "Would you try to join us for a minyan?" And the old man said, yelling, "I don't go into any shul. I was in the Shoah, and I saw what happened there. They killed all my family. I don't want to see a synagogue." And the rabbi said to him, "I don't ask you to believe in God. I want you to do some chesed with some 9 people who are waiting for a minyan, and otherwise they cannot daven, so you can help them as a good man." And so finally he came in, and he davened with them. People thanked him, and he left the shul. And the rabbi told him, "Maybe you can help us another time to do the same." End of the story. This man gave him $1 million to build a real beautiful shul. So you see what chesed means and what it can do. And as we do every year at Archon, there's one student who is the person who did so many good things, so much chesed, that he deserves a special award, and it will be given to him now.
Boker Tov, Mazal Tov to the beautiful seniors, deserve wonderful recognition for the parents, the families. Also Mazal Tov, Terry, very well deserved. Jacob, very well deserved. Rabbi David Galpert, wow, well deserved. And where's Rabbi Adelaide? Where is he, Robert? That was an outstanding speech, really outstanding. I'm sure you'll join me in wishing Rabbi Eliach many, many more years of good health so he can continue to mentor us, teach us, and be the role model that he is. I got off the plane yesterday from Adult Chesed Mission, and there's so much to tell you, but I'm just going to tell you one thing that's appropriate for this morning. In so many of the organizations and the institutions that we visit in the land of Israel, in the state of Israel, we meet graduates of Yeshiva Flatbush as volunteers and as workers. And the people on my mission said, "Oh, you set this up." No, I didn't set it up. In almost every place I go in Israel, we have those students, boys and girls, who sat on this stage X amount of years ago, who were inspired by everything that the school has to give them and went on and made the world a better place. So we're looking forward for all of you to do what they're doing. You can clap, it's all right. Of course, we recognize and love every single student, both on stage and off stage, who does wonderful work. But specifically, we would like to point out right now a student who really earned a very high point Archon level. This student was involved in many, many, many programs. I'm just going to say some of them. Of course, Color War, very active in Hausdorff, Israel Activism, Torah Bowl, Stucca, Witness Theater, Yachad, Sports, and of course, every single performance, every single play, every single singing and acting possibility that ever happened in this yeshiva. Gives me great honor to give the Rabbi Dr. David Eliach Award to a person who continued the family legacy of dedication to this yeshiva, heart and soul, Perry Sander.
Call me David. David's my dad.
I'll go with you, Perry. Here. Here we go. Are you looking? Okay, here we go. Rabbi Dr. David Eliach Award for Distinguished School Service, proudly presented to Harry Sanders. By an unusual measure of friendship and help, you have shown constant devotion to fellow students and to making our yeshiva a better place of learning and personal growth. You have set high standards of chesed and service with others, which others may well emulate. Archon exercises signed by all the beautiful people in this building. Congratulations.
Thank you, Rabbi Besser. Congratulations, Perry, and the Sanders family. We will complete the Archon induction ceremony by recognizing the students and their activities. Please give your attention to the video screens. Thank you, Joy Val. And it says hold your applause to the end, but that's never worked. Please dim the house light. applause for all of our inductees. I will now formally induct all of these distinguished candidates into the Archon Service Society. Inductees, please stand as I recite the Archon Pledge in Hebrew and in English. אנחנו המועדים מכירים היטב את מטרות הארגון ומזדהים עם מטרותיו לעזור בפיתוח חבריו מבחינה רוחנית וגופנית ולדאוג לטובת בית ספר התיכון של ישיבת דפאש. מצהירים בזה שנעשה כמיטב יכולתנו לטובת ארגון Archon. We, being fully acquainted with the purpose of Archon and being in full sympathy with its aim to support only those things which look to the highest development physically and spiritually of its members and to the good of the Yeshiva of Flatbush High School, hereby pledge to use our best efforts to promote the welfare of Archon. You are now officially members of the Archon Service Society. Congratulations. The closing benediction will be read in Hebrew by Joseph Sutton and in English by Esther Hidary. After the benediction, we will sing Hatikvah. The Archon inductees will then leave, the recessional will follow. Afterwards, allow the administration to exit the auditorium. Parents and family members, please join us in the sub-basement level for a collation afterward. I also want to call everybody's attention to this pamphlet, which has a full listing of all the names of all of our students who have done amazing things this year. Please take a moment to review it. Students, please stay in the auditorium until everyone has exited, and then you will be dismissed to your classes. The benediction now. Joseph and Ed.
שיר המעלות לדוד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבית אחים גם יחד, כשם מן הטוב יורד על הראש, יורד על הזקן, זקן אהרון שיורד על פי מידותיו, כטל חרמון שיורד על חרדי ציון, כי שם ציווה אדוני את הברכה חיים עד העולם.
A song of ascents of David. How good and how pleasant is it that brothers dwell together. It is like fine oil on the head running down onto the beard of Aharon, that comes down over the collar of his robe. Like the dew of Hermon that falls upon the mountains of Zion, there the Lord ordains blessing, everlasting life.
Everybody please rise for the Hatikvah.